So how old is she now?
Emina is 5 months old now, which is a really lovely age because she smiles and she laughs and she can put her foot in her mouth.
That's brilliant. We should also say right at the top of this that, in fact, Emina's not my baby. Phoebe is not my wife. Phoebe's married to somebody else. My kids are away in Leicestershire. But you were so good at explaining all these issues that we had to have you in the video. In Britain, fewer people are having children than ever before.
The total fertility rate in England and Wales has dropped to 1.44, the lowest since records began. In Scotland, it's 1.28, closing in on famously low fertility Japan.
All over the country, schools are emptying out or even shutting down. London's primary schools are emptying out particularly quickly. There's been a 20% drop in the number of births here since 2012. And the Royal Free Hospital, in fact, has closed its maternity unit because in Camden there's been a 30% drop in the number of births.
At the rate that people in England and Wales are currently having children, every 100 people will have only 52 grandchildren between them. If our birth rate declines to match that of Italy, then only 35. And if it declines even further to match that of South Korea, then only 14.
Birth rates are falling because people in Britain are having fewer children than they say that they want to have. And there's lots of reasons for that. Sky-high rents, the cost of childcare, the cost of bringing up kids, all these are different factors. Dude, are you trying to get this? Is that what you're after?
Parents are more likely than those not raising children to be struggling financially and behind on their bills and mortgage payments. We are a country where increasingly it's wealthy people who are having children and poorer people who just can't afford to do so.
And as I discovered when I was trying to access it, getting IVF on the NHS is a total postcode lottery.
For many people in Britain, parenthood just isn't something they can say yes to, no matter how much they want to. But this also has consequences for everyone because of the ageing society.
If we had the same ratio of older people to working age people we did just back in 2004, then that would give the Chancellor more than £80 billion free to play with. That would be enough to cut the basic rate of income tax by 13p in the pound. It's the equivalent of everything we spend on defence. But if you roll forward 25 years, then we'll have the same thing but in reverse, and the ratio of older people will push up public spending, and we'll start to have a situation where every budget feels like an austerity budget, with taxes going up and public spending per head going down, as the burden of an ageing society puts crushing pressure on the public finances. So did you want to have kids when you were younger? And how come you ended up having her now? And what is it like trying to bring up baby in London?
So I ended up having her when I was 28. I've been with my husband quite a long time. I think in some ways we would have preferred to do it sooner, but it was difficult to save up the deposit to get our own place. So we had to wait a bit. We did.
It was hard.
We did, we had to wait. Something else about living where we do is that we get a lot of help from my mum and dad. That makes things a lot easier. I mean, there are a lot of people who don't want to have children. You know, that's always been the case, that will always be the case. But as you say, the issue is that there's lots of people who really do want to be a mum or dad, and they just can't. And when we are in a situation where there are like genuine, serious social and economic consequences from that, it just seems crazy to put barriers in the path of people who actually really want to do this thing.
So the main reason we need to fix this is a personal one, and like for loads and loads of people, not being able to have kids or have as many kids as they want to is like the biggest thing in their life, and it's tragic. But as it happens, it's also totally essential for the future of our society. It's like, if we don't fix this problem, then our society is just not going to exist in the way it has done.
We need to make it easier to be a parent in the UK. There's a lot we can do, and we need to start now.